We're standing at the top of the furnace bank, or the hillside next to the old iron furnace. These old furnaces were typically built against a hillside like this in order to make it easy to bring the heavy raw materials over and dump them into the top of the furnace, crossing a wooden structure known as the bridge house. This whole area up here had buildings and covered walkways and storage areas for the iron ore and the limestone, and especially the charcoal, which needed to be protected from the rain. In particular, there was a large building located here called the coal house, which kept the coal from being wet, but also was separate in case it caught fire, which was a real problem and occurred at some of these old furnaces. This furnace bank or hillside is still stained today with fragments of charcoal dropped as they were loading it into the top of the furnace. The bits of charcoal you can see here are 100, 150 years old. In order to make charcoal, skilled workers called colliers lived on the mountain slopes all through the summer. They would take lengths of wood and stack them up in a very particular way, cover them with dirt and leaves, and let them burn or smolder in a very low oxygen atmosphere. This charcoal making process was done on smooth round areas called charcoal platforms or hearths, and literally thousands of these charcoal hearths are still visible all across the mountain today. We're standing on a charcoal hearth or charcoal making platform here in the Michaud State Forest near Pine Grove Furnace. These areas for making charcoal are typically about 30 feet across. They're perfectly round and perfectly flat. The rule of thumb was that it took 1 acre of forest clear cut to make enough charcoal to run the old iron furnace for 1 day, so 1 acre a day. And for this reason, the old ironmasters would never admit to owning enough forest land to keep supplying charcoal fuel for their furnaces.